Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Bliss Lily here. Welcome to today's wax reading where we're going to be taking a look at what's happening in your life within the next 3 weeks. This is a timeless reading. Whenever it finds you, that's the exact right time. But to make sure that this is your reading, let's go ahead and do a little bit of an energy check-in. Yeah, as we usually do. Let me see. My darlings, why are you hurting over here? There's this energy of needing to recover, of being hurt, of some like replaying something nasty someone said to you in your head over and over and over again. There's this energy of maybe missing something or someone. Also, this internal turmoil, my darlings, about making a particular decision and maybe not getting the results that you wanted, yeah? Whether it's relocation, person, a project, a job, there's something along the lines of wondering if you made the right decision and not seeing the results that you wanted just yet, and maybe needing to wait longer for documents, for the person, for the decision. Some of you might be hurting, like there's something that's hurting, your feet, your arms. There's something that's unwell, and you're thinking of different ways to help yourself heal, to help your body heal. Maybe your back is aching at this particular moment as well. Another 2 over here. The Page of Swords. For some of you, there's no communication with the person you'd like to communicate with. It's as if, for some of you, like I said, it's this energy where you're waiting for some sort of news. You're waiting for some sort of feedback, for some sort of message, email. But it does feel like, for some of you, it's this energy of not getting the answer that you need, not getting the message, not getting the email, not getting the paperwork, not getting the response. There's some sort of conflict that's pushing you, and this is interesting, it's pushing you forwards. A conflict having to deal with somebody toxic. You might not see it, but they're telling me at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It's actually pushing you forwards. How so? Let me see. They're telling me that you're meant for greater things. You're meant for something else. There's this yearning, longing, I want to say, for the stars, for a different view, for a different energy within you. Oh, my darlings, I see this longing, I feel it, it's gorgeous, it's absolutely beautiful. But rest assured, with the 2 major arcanas, the Wheel of Fortune and the Star coming through together, oh my God, your fates are redirecting you right now. You might feel like there's one block after another, but they're saying deep down, somewhere that there's a reason for it. And this reading is just a confirmation that there is a reason for it. Now, the universe is actually going to get you to the place where you're meant to be and to the person you're meant to be with. So I keep on saying, rejection is God's protection. Also strong Aquarius energy that's coming through. Either you or the person that I'm talking about. For some of you, you're thinking about leaving. If you're married at this particular time, some of you, you're thinking about leaving. Afraid of the new status, of being divorced. Afraid of that new status. But also excited about the future. So for some of you, you literally can't decide, whether you should leave the person you're with or not. Okay, my dears, if that sounds like you, keep on watching. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next 3 weeks for you with this timeless reading. A little bit of ASMR. Look at this beauty. This one is going to work with us today. Okay. Now, my darlings, as much as possible, try not to think of anything. And let's see. Next 3 weeks for you. Let the candle tell us everything that we need to know. Fast. Look at this. Pum, 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 pum. Things are going to start happening fast over here. Very fast. Phoenix. Oh my God. Darlings, for some of you going through your Phoenix energy within the next 3 weeks, I'm seeing literally all of the wings, all of the feathers coming together. See how fast it started? And then they're telling me it's just like the final couple of things that are going to make you feel empowered. Within the next 2 weeks, my darlings, your mood is going to change so much. There's someone whose name has to do with something with a beautiful flower. For some of you, an exotic flower. There's something about exotic that's coming through. Quite interesting. Okay. Letter I is coming through over here. So I am going to read it as, first and foremost, getting the information. You know, when you press the I button, wherever, and you get the information, the additional information. The next 2 weeks are going to be, like I said, fast. You guys will have to make decisions quite fast because you are getting loads and loads of options, loads and loads of opportunities, especially if right now you're looking for a house, you're looking for a job, you're looking to relocate. There's going to be a lot of information to process. A lot of information to process. There's someone who's at a distance, maybe different city, different country. This person will try to connect with you or reconnect with you. There's literally somebody, they're telling me that somebody has been almost spying on you, checking up on you, your social media. But you are going to take your time over here to answer them, if you're going to answer at all. But I want to say they're not coming in directly either with information or apology. They're still going to try and act shady. They're still going to do something over here that you will be like, no. Next 3 weeks, show me. This person is going to keep pursuing you guys. There's somebody who's going to pursue you. For quite a few of you, you know, this person is previous romantic interest, a previous partner. For some of you, it's somebody, if we're not talking about a previous romantic partner, it's somebody who I just want to say you'd want to stay away from, because this person is coming in with negativity. And this person, it's like they keep repeating the same thing and it's becoming negative and negative and negative. Look at this wax. But I like the fact that over here, there you are, and there's this person, and it's as if there's this energy of protection. Like your spiritual team is going to be very, very protective. Now, another thing that's coming through over here, my darlings, within the next 3 weeks, somebody is going to try and create conflict. It could be this particular person, especially if we are talking about work. I mean, with romance, it's a little bit different. With romance, it's a little bit just somebody being shady and not necessarily straightforward. But when we're talking about work, when we're talking about documents, somebody's going to try and create conflict. Somebody's going to try and accuse you of something. However, there's also somebody who's protecting you. First and foremost, it's your spiritual team. And secondly, they're telling me that it's like this energy of being protected. At work, around you, you might see people getting fired. You might see people getting, I don't know what it is. It's like this energy of getting discovered, like something that they've been hiding, some shady business that they've been doing. But it's as if your spiritual team is protecting you. And somebody is going to say a lot of good things when it comes to you. In your defense, in your protection, loads and loads of things are coming through over here. You might also have a relative that's going to be just in this pessimistic mood, and it's just going to nag you and nag you and nag you and nag you. But you, my darlings, you with your phoenix energy, beautiful, honestly. But it's as if somebody's really trying to drag you into some sort of drama. Let me see what else comes through. I keep seeing a plane for someone, you know? Either meeting somebody who's going to come, or you yourselves, you might be traveling somewhere. You might get a good deal on a holiday, to go on a holiday over here. The scent of this candle is absolutely beautiful, guys. So there's something along the lines of, maybe getting a new perfume or getting some sort of flowers. There's something about the scent that's coming through. Let me see what else. Again, somebody who's been ghosting you. I keep seeing a little ghost over here. That's appearing. Somebody who's been ghosting you is also coming to the forefront. But you just keep on getting a lot of information, and I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of breakthrough. So maybe if you haven't been making progress in something, there's loads and loads and loads of progress. There's some sort of tower that they're showing me, that you might go somewhere where there are a lot of floors, and they're telling me a different view, a different perspective, So for some of you, maybe a nice dinner date with someone, or just you guys kind of sightseeing, enjoying something, enjoying the view. Spending quite a lot of time in nature. Also, they're showing me a tree. But it's interesting, guys, I don't like to talk about health in my readings. If you know me, you know that. But I will tell you, the trees, whenever it's in cards or in wax readings, they're also so much about health. So it's kind of like this restoration, this energy of groundedness. And I have very good news for those of you who are looking to maybe rent an apartment or buy an apartment. You're finding something that's really good for you, that suits you so, so nicely. Communication with people from different countries. This is what's coming through. Different countries, different cities, different coasts. And then everything slows down a little bit. So, it kind of feels like a couple of weeks, for the next 3 weeks, are going to be absolutely hectic. And then they're showing me the energy that's slowing down. Connecting with a friend that's coming through. Again, I don't know, guys, maybe you're in Mr. or Mrs. International, because I keep seeing people who speak different languages. Yeah. And they're telling me a friend is going to reach out, but it's like a long lost friend. Maybe you've been friends for a very long time and you haven't spoken, or you haven't spoken like properly. And they will tell you some really good news over here. And you're going to go into this energy of nostalgia. Trying to remember a lot of good things. They're also telling me you're finding a new way to relax. A new way to relax. Especially, again, something that has to do with light, something that has to do with candle. Maybe you'll be watching more of my wax readings. Hopefully they relax you. Someone wrote to me that they fall asleep. I'll take that as a compliment. Means it's nice and soothing. And what I'm seeing over here, my darling, it's the same energy. So within the next 3 weeks, the 2 weeks, like I said, they're going to be hectic with a lot of information to process. But the third week is so calm and you're getting your sleep schedule back on track. Completely random, but you know I love my random things. There's some sort of connection to capybara. And maybe some of you are going to see them, some of you are going to get a little toy, capybara toy. But it's something, kind of, especially the third week, it's something nostalgic and it's something that has to do with youthful energy. So either you're going to be dealing with somebody who's quite young and sweet, children, nieces, nephews, or you're going to go into that energy of sweetness yourself. Because I'm seeing a lot of that Phoenix energy. It has a lot to do with childhood trauma healing. And I'm seeing that for some of you, maybe you didn't get enough toys when you were little. Maybe you didn't get enough fun when you were little. Maybe when you were asking for certain things, your parents couldn't afford them or they didn't want to give them to you. And it's like you're compensating for all of those things. Beautiful angel, Archangel Michael is coming through over here. So you might be seeing a lot of imagery when we're talking about angels. Maybe finding a lot of feathers of different colors. For those of you who are on a dating site, on a dating app, there's somebody who sparks your interest. There's some sort of connection they're telling me that might turn into something good within the next 3 weeks. So if you wanted to delete your profile, don't do it just yet. Within the next 3 weeks, they're telling me, maybe that tower thing that I was seeing, maybe you're going to go on a date with that person because they're showing me, especially if you're completely single. It's as if, again, this Phoenix energy also breaks the cord with people from the past. You guys are so smart, by the way. Like the amount of information that you're able to process, they're literally showing me this like outline of a brain. The amount of information that you're able to process, you might have to learn something really fast during these 2 weeks. Keep on saying like the information keeps on coming through. So maybe you're going to do some sort of course and you will have to do a little test or a little exam. Maybe needing to learn a lot of new information about your surroundings. But that third week, it's so calm, it's so nice, it's so chill. And they keep on talking, maybe some of you guys, like I said, you're learning a different language, you already speak a different language, but there's a lot of communication with people that are located in different places of the world. You're finally breaking free from something over here. They're showing me open handcuffs. Maybe for some of you, you're like, finally, yes, Blush Lily, I'm passing the test and that's it, I'm leaving. Or it's your final 2 weeks at your old job. But that energy of Phoenix is fantastic. Now, this is not going to resonate with many of you. But for some of you, you will decide to leave somebody, to say your final goodbye within this 3 weeks. Yeah. Especially for those of you who are now thinking whether you should leave your husband or your wife. You might make that final decision. And they're showing me like somebody watching over you. Don't know if you can see the heart over here, but somebody who's no longer around, maybe a grandma or a great grandma. There's somebody who loves you and loved you very much, who keeps on looking out for you as part of your spiritual team. And I keep hearing some sort of humming. It's almost as if a lullaby, but it's humming, and it's so soothing and it's so amazing. My lovelies, it's as if you haven't been getting enough sleep, and when you sleep, you're restless. Maybe for some of you, even like sleep paralysis. But there's some sort of humming, and it's like a message that's coming through that says that you're safe, that everything is going to work out fine. I don't know who that message is coming through, but I'm just going to tell you that there's someone out there who's very proud of you and how much you've been able to handle. And it's as if somebody is rocking you, rocking you in their arms. And there's a beautiful message that you don't have to do everything by yourself. And stop being so hard on yourself, especially when it comes to time and achievements. You're rushing yourself. And there's something about needing to calm down, needing to slow down, needing to listen to what your body is trying to say. And this is what's going to be happening within the next, not the next 2 weeks, but definitely the next 3 weeks. And you know that Phoenix energy for a lot of you, it's going to be about the next phase of your life. New phase, new chapter. And I'm getting this bittersweet energy. Being afraid to let go, but at the same time realizing that a very important part of your life is now over. And that's okay. They keep on telling me you've done this before. In your past incarnations. You will remember this. Somewhere subconsciously, either in meditation, you will remember. And they're telling me, let it flow and let it go. And the pain shall be no more. For some of you, I'm seeing that you guys are struggling with nose issues, yeah? Blocked nose, allergies. Maybe needing to constantly do, some sort of sprays, something. Let me see what else comes through. I'm seeing some sort of money being returned to you and some sort of gift that's coming through. This is sweet. It's nothing too big, you guys, but it's something very sweet. Maybe it's that capybara toy. But the third week is so sweet, it's so calm, guys. It's amazing. You're feeling so renewed, refreshed. And you're also excited, for those of you who resonated with the part of finally meeting someone, either through a dating website or maybe through a friend of some sort or a colleague. You're very excited about this. But since we're looking only at the 3 weeks, I can't really tell you how it's going to go, but it has a lot of promise. Energy-wise, you're excited, and you're finally you're being very careful about it. You're like, okay, I don't want to get too excited, but you're still going to get excited. And very rightfully so. Another message, if you wanted to get that bracelet, get that bracelet. And they're saying charge it with intention. And if you're making jewelry, maybe as you're watching this, know that it has a very strong magical power. All right, my darlings. This is where I'm going to end your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you're up for a personal reading, all you have to do, my darlings, is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye.